the Maria Holder Diabetes Center.
Happy Saturday, VOB peoples! Happy Saturday! Happy Saturday! If you weren't happy before, you're gonna be happy now when you hear the next 15 diabetic-friendly minutes on VOB compliments the Barbados Diabetes Foundation. And do you know who's gonna be on today's show?
I don't know. That's why we're ready to hear now.
Miss Marsha White, GM of the Diabetes Center. And what will you be talking about today, Marsha?
There are a lot of things that can cause stress, so let's talk about that a little bit.
So if you've been stressed all week, you've got to listen out to hear what Marsha has to say about stress, especially for Mental Health Month.
We are looking for diabetic retinopathy.
That is Renee Griffith. She speaks this morning on her role in the fight against diabetic retinopathy.
It's a bird.
It's a plane. It's Renee. All this and more in today's show, all being sponsored by the Maria Holder Diabetes Center, the Barbados Diabetic Eye Screening Program, and the one bank that you should go to if you want to make your dream home a reality, Republic Bank.
Dream a dream and watch it become a reality. You can do anything. Pull up a chair, come sit and come share with Republic Bank. You can do anything. Yes, we're the one for you, making dreams come true. We're the one for you, your partner for life. We're the one for you, Republic Bank.
If you are diabetic or pre-diabetic and you need diabetic services, but you need to make your dollar stretch no further than the Maria Holder Diabetes Center. For vascular, podiatry and diabetic eye screening services or consultations with diabetes doctors and nurses, call 417-0305 today. The Maria Holder Diabetes Center, located in Warren, St. Michael. They can save your life and save you money. But members get 10% off.
Good morning, VOBers. This is Peter Boyce, and when you hear my voice, you know if you're a diabetic or pre-diabetic, you need to listen even harder to what's happening on your radio as you hear all about the Maria Holder Diabetes Center.
Wait, that's the place up there by Eunice Gibson Polyclinic in Warrens?
Yes, it is.
I know where that is.
Good, because all the essential services that you need to stay healthy as a diabetic, you can find at the Maria Holder Diabetes Center. Crop over coming, and you know you want to go on the road. They have podiatry services to make sure your feet are in good condition. Services being provided by podiatrist Louise Robinson. Tell us some of those foot services you provide, Louise.
Basic foot checks. If they've got problems with the nails, ingrown toenails, callus, the hard skin at the bottom of the foot, that's very important for people with diabetes, that they don't leave that, because that can build up, and underneath it can build into a pressure wound and cause an ulcer. Then from there, that's how people then have amputations. So they should be coming to me for foot checks. I can listen to their heartbeat and their heart rate through the feet. Any corns or calluses, like I said, I can remove those, and just talk about general good footwear.
Thank you. And then we have registered dietitian Victoria Cox. You know you want to look good to fit in your crop over costume. Don't go on no freaky crash diet, and then next thing you know you injure yourself. Call and make an appointment with Victoria Cox and get a proper, healthy, diabetic meal plan. Good. Mental health, people. That's the topic we are moving into now. May is Mental Health Month, so every week we are going to be featuring that topic. So with that, we welcome to your favorite Saturday morning show, your favorite general manager of the Maria Holder Diabetes Center, Miss Marsha White. Welcome, Marsha.
Thank you so much, Peter. Always a pleasure to be here.
It is Mental Health Month, and the question we have for you is, how does stress and mental health impact on diabetes?
Well, gosh, it really has a lot more impact than a lot of people realize. When your body is under stress, and there are a lot of things that can cause stress, so let's talk about that a little bit. Things like caring for aging parents or adult children, little children, job pressure, financial strain, relationship problems, even menopause puts your body under a lot of stress. And when your body is under stress, chronic stress like that, it produces a hormone called cortisol. And the job of cortisol is to elevate blood sugar. So, even if you're being really good about about your diet and getting exercise, if you have a high level of cortisol racing around your body, your sugar levels are going to be elevated, so that's going to increase your risk of diabetes and also make it harder to manage the disease if you already have it.
Wow.
Yeah, wow.
So you're saying that even if you're watching your diet and even if you're exercising, that it's still possible that this can happen to you. So how could you possibly avoid that happening?
Well, you do have to try to find ways of coping with stress. I mean, there's a lot of work focused on breathing techniques or going outside, spending time in nature, going for a walk. I mean, exercise does help you manage stress, but at the same time, it depends, what the balance is between the stresses that you're facing and how much exercise. You can't necessarily out-exercise your stress levels. And in particular, it's really important that you focus on getting adequate and good quality sleep, because if you don't get enough sleep, that's also another hormone disruptor in terms of elevating the cortisol, which, as I said, the cortisol's job is to give you energy in the form of glucose, because normally when you're in a stressful situation, you're looking for that fight or flight reflex, right? So you need extra energy, and that's why cortisol happens. But if it's a lack of sleep and you're dealing with elevated cortisol but not really a fight or flight situation, that cortisol is going to stay there through the day unless you're finding ways to cope with it. Like I said, talking to a friend, maybe getting some help, meditating. Nature is a really, really helpful thing. Listening to music. When you're in nature, we have beautiful scenery here in Barbados. We don't just have beautiful beaches and the sea, but we also have places that you can go and spend time in little forests and trees. And I know it sounds airy-fairy, but it's true. It can really bring your stress level down.
Thank you, Marcia, for providing us with that interesting discourse on how to bring our stress levels down this Saturday morning. And when we come back right after this, the eyes will have it, because we will be dealing with your eyes.
A brand new service which we can be proud of is now available at the Maria Holder Diabetes Center. Vascular or ABI screening. Who should get a vascular screening? Persons living with diabetes or persons who experience pain or burning sensation in their legs or toes, especially while they are resting. This is normally referred to as bad circulation. Book your vascular or ABI screening test today by calling the Maria Holder Diabetes Center 243-3937 to get more information and make an appointment. Board members get 10% off.
And now we are going to focus on a person who works behind the scenes at the Maria Holder Diabetes Center. We welcome Miss Renee Griffith.
Thank you.
What is it that you do at the Diabetes Center?
Okay, I make bookings for the patients to come to have their eyes screened, and I also help take the pictures of the patient's eyes when they read.
And why would one want to take a picture of only a person's eyes?
To see what is actually going on with the eyes, any signs of changes that will be going on in the eyes.
And when you take the photograph, what is it exactly that you're looking for?
We are looking for diabetic retinopathy, which is something that you find in diabetic patients. Bleeding going on to the back of the eyes or the detachment of the retina.
You're able to take a picture of the back of the eyes as well?
Yes, we do.
So after you take the photographs, Renee, what do you do with them?
Okay, we take the photograph, myself and my colleague Dominic Brathwaite. After we take the photographs, we email them to the graders. We have 2 graders. We email them to the graders. They review them, and then the doctor will have a look at them. They come back to us, and we call the patients with the results. Depending on the results, if it is a serious case, then they come in and they speak to the doctor one-on-one. That's basically it.
So Renee, do you find what you do to be exciting?
Yes, to be honest, it is a very new, exciting venture for me, because not only that you get to see patients, but for me personally, it actually opened my eyes, because I never knew that there was something called retinopathy, furthermore, diabetic retinopathy. And working here at the Diabetes Foundation in the eye screening program, I have seen many different eyes, many different pictures of the eyes, and it is a serious thing. It also teaches us that we should take care of our eyes more. Be very, very protective because it's serious. Losing your eyesight or having not being able to see or glimpse, seeing patient not being able to read charts due to diabetic retinopathy is not a good feeling.
But you are able to participate in helping to get that corrected.
Yes, thank God for that. And I am also glad to be part of a wonderful team that's out there trying to save eyes and also save lives. And I would advise anyone out there and everyone out there who has diabetes to come and have your eyes tested.
You heard Renee. Call 243-3937 or 243-EYES to make that appointment and get your eyes screened as we go into our Saturday song of the day. And this is one of your oldie goldie favorites I know you're gonna love, because when you get your eyes screened, you can use them to do all the things you love, including going to the movies. This is Saturday Night at the Movies with the Drifters. Compliments the Maria Holder Diabetes Center and Republic Bank.
Well, Saturday night at 8 o'clock, I know where I'm gonna go.
The Maria Holder Diabetes Center.
I'm gonna pick my baby up and take her to the picture show. Everybody in the neighborhood is dressing up to be there too. And we're gonna have a ball just like we always do. Saturday night at the movies, who cares what picture you see?
243-3937 to find out how you get your simple digital eye screening done.
Technicolor and the CinemaScope, a cast out of Hollywood, and the popcorn from the candy stand makes it all seem twice as good. There's always lots of pretty girls with figures they don't try to hide, but they never can compare to the girl sitting by my side. Saturday night at the movies.
The Maria Holder Diabetes Center.
We now go to a lady who has experienced the Barbados eye screening program.
Well, I found the service is very good, and I would advise anyone who is a diabetic, give it a try because it definitely do work. Once you follow the plan and you follow what you're supposed to do, yes, it can improve your eyesight, and yes, it do work. But they didn't only just stop there. I had a nutritionist that taught me the right way to eat, and there was a chart that was given for me to follow so I wouldn't get off track or go astray and do my own thing.
In 2025, the Maria Holder Diabetes Center, located in Warren St. Michael, with their diabetic eye screening, vascular screening, and podiatry services, offers a standard of diabetic services that equals or surpasses any you might receive internationally at a price that everyone can afford. So if you are diabetic or pre-diabetic and listening to VOB right now, call and make an appointment to get your eyes screened for diabetic retinopathy by calling 243-3937. Or if you are having vascular or circulation issues or need to see a podiatrist or nutritionist, call 417-0305. The last 15 minutes you heard on VOB was brought to you with the compliments of the Barbados Diabetic Eye Screening Program, Republic Bank, and the Maria Holder Diabetes Center. Until next time,
reach for that extra glass of water. That is the smallest thing that you can do to make the biggest impact on your health.
Did you know nearly 1 in 5 adults in Barbados have diabetes? Did you know diabetes is one of the leading causes of vision loss in the world? Regular eye screening can save your eyes. Contact the Barbados Diabetic Eye Screening Program today at 243-3937 to find out how you get your simple digital eye screening done for just $100. Bar members get 10% off.
Dream a dream and watch it become a reality.